Hello, Facebook. I am trying to be efficient right now. And because of that, I'm trying to go live and do my hair at the same time. So let's roll with it. This is very much just a last minute idea that I had. And I have a lot of things to talk about. So that's why I'm doing this right now instead of just like waiting. I am right now getting prepared to do the sold out online business boot camp. And this boot camp came to me as an idea maybe like 2 days ago, um, or like 3 days ago. And what's interesting about this, you guys, is that I've never really thought about all of these things that I'm interested in at the same time. Like, one of the things that's really fascinating to me is that I have suddenly seen why I've been into all the different things that I've been into and why I've, you know, like I've tried to launch the sold out intuitive coaching school. I don't know if you guys see it. It's still on my banner, like on my page. It's still on my banner there, but I've tried to launch this, you guys, a few times, and it's just like never been the right time. It's always felt weird. I end up refunding people. Like, it just hasn't been the right time to do it. And it finally feels like the right time. So, what's interesting about that is like I kept trying to force it before. I had the intuitive insight about this and I kept trying to force it. I kept trying to like make it happen, like make fetch happen. And it kept feeling like I was working uphill. And then suddenly all of these things happen and I have like such a deep level of clarity on like what my purpose is here, how I play a part in this time, what all of this is for. And again, like everything that I've been into, suddenly it makes sense. All the different skills that I've collected, all the different people that I've been trying to, create a niche around, it suddenly all makes sense. So that is like one of the main things that I wanted to talk about because I kept thinking I was like failing. You know what I mean? Every time I would launch one of these schools, and I would have to, just cancel it. Or every time I would do it, I'd have this like whole identity crisis thing. And my closest friends know about this, but I don't really post about it on social media. It would be this thing where, oh, do I want to be known for marketing? Do I want to be known for something else? Like, it would always come up when I would go to put this school out, or really any sort of major group offer where I'm taking people through the frameworks that I'm going to be taking people through. And honestly, I kept feeling like something was wrong with me. I kept feeling like I'm not supposed to do this, or like maybe even I'm a fraud, like all of these things, because every time I would try to launch this, just something would happen. Just something would happen and it would, trigger this whole identity crisis thing. And then I just wouldn't launch it, and I'd pay people their money back. But now, like, it all kind of just makes sense, is what I'm trying to talk about in this broken up, way. But if you've been trying to do something and it just hasn't worked out, like it just hasn't worked out time wise, or it's, almost worked out, but it didn't, maybe right now is the time to try again. That's all I'm saying. That's the real reason I got on live today. But in what time is it? In like 15 minutes, I'm starting a free live boot camp. I talked about it on my page a little bit yesterday, but I honestly did not put out enough content on it because I was busy most of yesterday getting everything ready, and it's today. So let me just kind of give you the main information here. I feel compelled to create support for people who are transitioning into an online business right now. And a lot of that is people like chiropractors, people like massage therapists, people who work with the body, and then also other people like realtors or insurance agents who have been building a little bit of a personal brand offline and now have this situation where they can't really network. They can't really show up and meet each other, and they relied on that for their leads and for their business and for their money. And so I'm right now wanting to support a lot of people as they transition into building a brand online. And I'm going to talk about that in this training. So I'm going to talk about how you figure out your message. How do you figure out your offer? If you are going to build some sort of online aspect to your business as well, what does that offer look like? If you for example, if you sell insurance, you can't just like now sell it online, although I'm not sure about the laws on that. My point is, maybe we can develop something from your interests. Maybe we can come out with a product that has to do with some of the other hobbies and other untapped aspects of yourself, during this time. If you're a realtor, obviously you need to show houses, but that doesn't mean that we can't develop your brand during this time. That doesn't mean we can't, tap on some of the other things that you've been through in your life and create some resources around that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to actually grow an audience online and like literally like how to put, content out there, where to put content out right now, what kind of content is going to really like be most impactful in your business during this time. And I'm going to teach all of this through the lens of intuitive marketing. And if you don't know what intuitive marketing is the belief or the philosophy that if your intuition brings you a marketing idea or a business idea, that it can also carry you through. You just have to learn to ask yourself different kinds of questions and learn to trust your gut really at a much deeper level. And so I also believe that like we don't have to manipulate anyone. We don't have to make anyone feel bad about their pain points. Like we don't have to do any of that negative stuff. We can really speak to a place of desire. And this is such an important message right now because a lot of people are fear mongering. Literally across the globe, fear mongering is at an all-time high, like all-time high. And so if you can show up and learn how to market without that, you know what I mean? That's going to be really, really helpful for you, especially as things settle back down. People are going to remember who pulled those, stunts. People are going to remember who made them feel like crap during this time, and they're not going to want to buy from them, obviously. So, this is part of why I'm showing up right now with this much power and this much like volume, because right now a lot of people are going to be swarming the internet to build a business anyway. Like it's a survival thing right now. But if I can help you do it in a way where you're not like burning yourself out and you're not, being manipulative in your marketing, then I'm going to. Like I really care about that. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to open up questions. So anything that I don't explicitly teach, you can still bring questions for. The live training itself is going to be free. So if you sign up at the link that I included with this video, you're going to be able to join and watch for free. But the recording itself is probably going to be several hours long, and I will be selling it for $77. You can pre-buy it if you want to, but if you don't want to, you literally can just show up and take notes and then leave. But I do expect that we will go quite a long time today, especially with questions. I tend to kind of, be verbose a little bit. So yeah, I have to go because it's 10 minutes till that training. But if you want to join, it's not too late. There will be a link that gets sent out at the very last minute saying, hey, we're starting. So you'll see that with the invitation. But if for whatever reason you don't get the invitation, DM me and I will send it manually. Okay? I think that's it. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.